to complete all of the dogs, a large fry, and a bowl of chili. To top it off, a large drink.
I'm outside the Underdog Catering Company in Pottstown, PA, about to take on their challenge. Excited because this is near where I live and we don't have a lot of challenges. So let's head inside and check this place out. Welcome to another video. This is a little bit different. I get asked all the time how I prepare for these challenges or what I do mentally to break down the challenge. And I will show you a little bit in this video what goes on behind the scenes. I looked up this challenge online. I saw it. I assigned each item of food a certain amount of time. And as long as I met all those numbers, I was going to be able to win the challenge. And that was just the goal today, to try to be the first person to win the challenge.
We're doing the Underdog challenge today. You can pick 5 signature hot dogs. Bob has chosen the Mad Dog, the Underdog, Taco Dog, Sloppy, and Pizza Dog. If Bob completes this challenge, he'll get the meal for free, which is $25. He'll also get a t-shirt. And he can name his own signature dog. Yes.
I didn't know that.
So can he do it? I hope so.
This is going to be a tough one, guys. I have 5 minutes to eat all this food. And quite honestly, it's a lot of food. I don't know the exact weight. I'll put the exact weight in here now. I do know that this weighs 4 pounds and 10 ounces. That includes the trays and the container, so I'm not sure the net weight. I'll put it on. You have to eat all this and drink this within 5 minutes. This is undefeated. How many people have tried this?
You're the 5th person.
5 people have tried. Was the fastest 8 minutes?
Yes.
5 people have tried this. The fastest is 8 minutes. So no one's really close. 5 minutes, 8 minutes is a world of difference. I'm gonna eat this regardless. I'll finish it, so I'll see what my time is. If it's 5 minutes, great. If it's 20 minutes, whatever. We're gonna get this down. This is one of those challenges though I know is already going to be a big problem because this food looks incredible. And to eat this in 5 minutes, there's going to be no pleasure to this. It's just going to be throwing it down. So I'm kind of sad about that because you have to try this place. Just look at these things. I know they taste good before you can try it. Nathan's hot dogs are skinless, so they're quicker than what's in the Nathan's contest, but they're 4 ounces each as opposed to 2 ounces. So normal hot dogs 8 to a pound, this is 4 to a pound. That's it. Let's get started.
3, 2, 1, go.
Here we go. My whole goal here is only to break 5 minutes so I can win the challenge. So I broke it down to 30 seconds a hot dog, 30 seconds for the chili, and 2 minutes for the french fries because there was a lot of french fries on here. As long as I hit these numbers, I'll be able to break 5 minutes. I will keep track on the screen as we go along to see how I'm doing versus my plan beforehand. And if it's green, that means I'm ahead of time. If it's red, that means I was too slow on that particular hot dog. I picked what I thought were the 5 best tasting hot dogs for the challenge, but it turns out I quickly realized these were probably the worst to try to eat fast. They just had way too many toppings on that, and I was having a hard time just fitting the food inside my mouth. There was toppings everywhere, which means stuff's gonna fall down, and I'm gonna have to waste time cleaning up afterwards. These hot dogs are twice as thick as a normal hot dog, and I end up choking right at 58 seconds. I was able to cough the hot dog back up into my mouth, so I was able to continue on, but that is why I always have beverages while I'm doing any kind of speed eating whatsoever, so I can get myself out of trouble. These are big. You can see I lost time from choking on that sloppy dog, but in addition, it's just the amount of toppings on that. That is just way too many toppings to eat fast. It was absolutely a horrendous choice to pick. Fantastic tasting, but the worst to pick to speed eat. All's good. I'm still ahead of the game. I'm feeling pretty confident I'm going to break 5 minutes, and the owner's son is looking at me, so I gave him a thumbs up to say that I think I'm going to break the 5. I got this. Actually, I'm really confident at this point. Even though I'm eating it normally, I'm not mashing up the food or dunking the hot dogs or mashing up the french fries or spilling my soda in the chili, and I'm sitting down, which is the worst way to speed eat. I'm really sure I'm gonna get under 5 minutes. And now I just need to make sure I'm careful to finish up, and I don't have an accident where I end up losing the challenge. If you notice, I just wasted 14 seconds cleaning up the toppings that fell off the hot dogs onto my tray. So not only were they slower to eat in the first place, it was a waste of 14 seconds just to have to clean up afterwards. So I know I can do this challenge much quicker than I'm doing it right now. That chili went down quick, and part of the reason is because I brought my own spoon. Now, it's a normal spoon you'd have in your house, but it is larger than the plastic disposable spoons that the restaurant would give you. So that is the one advantage I used for this challenge, but I really didn't do too many things to go fast with this. Let's just say I'm very confident at this point I'm going to break the 5 minutes. I have 2 minutes budgeted for the French fries, and I know I'm going to be able to get through these as long as I just don't choke. And I'm already thinking all the things I would do different if I did this again, actually full speed, versus just trying to break the 5 minutes, and I'll list them now. First off, I would definitely be standing up at this table here in another part of the restaurant versus sitting down in this very low table, which for a guy with my size gut is the worst thing to do to speed eat. Second, there is no chance I would order any of these 5 hot dogs that I ordered, which were all incredibly delicious, but they were the worst hot dogs to speed eat ever. So I'm calculating which ones to eat. They'd be the ones without a ton of toppings on. If I wanted to go pure speed, I would even consider pouring some of the liquid into the chili to make it more soupy, where I might even be able just to pick this chili up and drink the chili versus having a spoon in. Of course, I'd be mashing the fries up to make them easier to swallow. That really speeds up the fries, but it creates a lot of debris.
Done. 50 seconds still left on the clock.
Oh,
Wow.
that is fantastic.
Killed it.
Thank
We
you.
have had our first defeat. Awesome.
They were some good hot dogs. I know I didn't really get to enjoy them like I wanted to, but they were really good. Impressive hot dogs. I'm so impressed. I had 5 different ones, and they were all delicious. I'm not even sure which one I like best. Any one of those, I can attest, are great.
Done. 50 seconds still left on the clock.
That was good. Guys, I'm back at the Underdog Catering Company. So excited. Today is Saturday. On Wednesday of this week, I became the first person to ever beat this challenge. I did it in 4 minutes and 10 seconds. I was already kind of planning to come back and see how fast I could do it if I went all out. And today's the day. Let's go inside. Let's see what it's about. And I'm excited to be back. I'm glad to get a second shot at this challenge so I can see how quickly I can actually eat this food. You'll notice I'm at a table right now, and that's going to be key to my success. I'm trying to eat these 5 4-ounce hot dogs that are just loaded, a bowl of chili, French fries, and an entire large lemonade in less than, not the 5 minutes of the challenge, but trying to get to the 3 minutes. So I'm down to 20 seconds a hot dog, 20 seconds for chili, and 1 minute for the fries. Now that's a lot quicker. I was the first person to break the challenge, did it in 4 minutes and 10 seconds. My buddy Sean came back the next day and did it in 3:48. So we're gonna give it a try. I don't know what I can do, but we'll find out soon. 3, 2, 1, go. And we're off. I'm gonna keep a running total on the screen. The first number is gonna be plus or minus. If it's green, that means I'm ahead of pace. And then the right side means how far ahead I'm at overall. So the first hot dog went really quick. I was 14 seconds ahead of my goal. So off to a good start. I got the second one down, not quite as quick, but I'm still way ahead of pace now, 22 seconds ahead of where I thought I should be. So looking good. I had to admit I was nervous with that pizza dog because I was afraid of the pepperoni falling all over the place, but I'm really pleased being able to eat that in 15 seconds. But now I'm on to these Reubens, and I just feel they're going to be a problem because there's a large pickle slice in there, and I have some issues getting that down. I end up losing 4 seconds on this hot dog. I was fortunate enough to build up a comfortable cushion so that 4 seconds didn't hurt me that bad. I was hoping to make up time on the next Reuben, I thought for sure I could eat that in 20 seconds because I had the experience of just having eaten a different one. But unfortunately, a pickle slice really does something to me. It slowed me down a lot. And I end up losing another 4 seconds on this hot dog. So I'm going to have to really work through this chili and the fries. I started in on the French fries, thinking I could get a couple mouthfuls in there and then scoop some chili in afterwards and kind of use the chili to wash down the French fries. I don't know if that did anything, but that was the concept of doing it. Who knows? I do know, though, when I finally got to the chili, it was going to be really quick. They did have a couple of lumps in there of meat, which slowed down a little bit, but pretty much I flew right through the chili, and I end up gaining 6 seconds on the chili, so I was very happy with that. At this point, I had well over a minute to finish these French fries, and then I reached my goal of breaking the 3-minute barrier. Now, I know fries are really deceptive. It doesn't look like a lot of food there, but they are somewhat of a pain to work with because I was just constantly dropping them. They were smaller length fries. They weren't like really super long, which are my preference because then you get less fries and they're easier to work with. The fries tasted good though, so that made it easier. But can I get these things down? Let's watch and see.
That's all, folks. 240.
240?
240.
240.
2 minutes. 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
Wow, they were some good hot dogs. I was excited to try the pastrami hot dog, which I didn't have last time. The waffle hot dog. Oh, so good, so delicious. You guys have to try them. Please come out and give them a try. I will add on my last attempt, what I did, and we'll talk over what I did different. So stay tuned. After this, I'll compare what went right this time as far as eating faster versus what I did last time. So thanks for coming to another video. I'll see you guys again soon. Thanks for coming to the second video of this 2-video series. In this series, I attempted to answer a question I get all the time. How fast can I actually eat in these videos? Am I actually eating as fast as possible? Well, in the first video, I wasn't eating as fast as possible. I was just trying to win the challenge. I had 5 minutes to do it. I was able to do it in 4 minutes and 10 seconds, well under. But I also enjoyed myself. I got 5 different varieties of hot dogs. All of them were slow to eat because they had tons of toppings. And I sat down to eat. Whenever I sit down in a video, you know that I'm not eating as fast as possible. I'm so much faster standing up. My stomach's not compressed. Basically, when I stand up, mentally I feel like I'm throwing a piece of trash in a dumpster. It's just right in, and it could, it doesn't even dent my capacity. At least that's how I feel. Now, I have had success sitting down, of course. Of course, I won the challenge. Almost every video I film, I'm sitting down. I have set the Domino's record for the fastest pizza anyone's ever eaten at Domino's, and I did that sitting down. Now I know I could refilm that video standing up and probably do it even faster, even though it's years later. The other thing I did in this video is I used different hot dogs. I went with fast hot dogs. Of course, the waffle dog is the fastest. There's very little toppings on that, just some syrup. So that's going to be the quickest. I went with the pizza dog from the last time. I also went with the Reuben, which I saw Sean eat in his challenge. And that looked good, but I liked how it was encased in his video, or his challenge. I'll show you here what his looked like. Mine looked different. It had the same contents, but mine had toppings on the top. That fell off when I was eating, made it a little bit slower than I thought it was going to be. So if I had to do this video all over again, I honestly think I could do it even faster.
Nobody.
Honestly, I think if I did it right now, I could do it faster.
Because I might not go with that pastrami dog, and that pickle really slows you down. That pickle leads me into the next thing is, people asked me, what did I name my signature hot dog? Which I didn't do after the first video because I knew I was coming back. I went with a hot dog, It's chili, mac and cheese, Doritos, and of course a slice of pickle. Why did I do this? First, because I think it tastes good. But second, it makes for a slow hot dog. And the great part about this challenge is whoever has the existing record gets to name a hot dog, of course the Notorious B.O.B. in this case, and then all future contestants have to eat at least one of those hot dogs. Now the most you can do is 2 of any hot dog, and in this case you do at least 1 B.O.B. or 2 B.O.B.s. Now if somebody breaks the 5 minutes, they would get it for free. If they break my record, they get to name a hot dog, and then that becomes part of all the future challenges. Now typically I won't film in a place twice, just because I've already filmed there. I know I can do it, of course, and the restaurant knows I can do it. But this restaurant has a rule where if you film once, or go once, and break the 5 minutes, you get it for free. If you attempt it a second time after winning, you have to beat the existing record. So the existing record when I filmed on Saturday was 3:48. I had to go under 3:48 to do it. So that's the rules for this challenge. It is a great challenge, a great company. I'm looking forward to going back. I'm going to try to do an entire menu of them, like get one of every one of their, whatever they sell in the store, one of everything, and try to eat it all. So I have to try all the hot dogs. I'll probably film that at some point in the future. I think that will be an interesting video. But if you're in the area, give them a try. And thanks for coming to this video and being patient with the world's longest outro. Let me know in the comments below if you're interested in me doing another series like this, or just interested in knowing more what goes on behind the scenes, my preparation for videos, or what I think during the video. As you know, I love making these videos. I love to eat. I don't think there's any doubt out there. People know I'm all about food. So I love filming them, but I do like adapting the videos to what the audience is interested in seeing. Regardless, thanks for coming to another video, and I'll see you guys again soon.